So very good morning to all of you. So let me welcome you all for this English class, and today this video is for the book back exercises of the lesson The Dog of Pompeii. So first let's start from the get setting. Actually the get setting part, the first section A is, so let's find the answer from the story. So now let me begin the first question. The first question is, why does the narrator say that Tito was more of a comrade than a master to Bimbo? Okay, so let me repeat the question. Why does the narrator say that Tito was more of a comrade than a master to Bimbo? So now the answer for the question, look at that. First, the narrator says that Tito was more of a comrade than a master because the two of them were together as friends and not like a owner and pet. So as we have learnt already, the relationship between the Tito and Bimbo, it was not just like owner and pet, okay, and so you know very well, and he was the all-rounder, yeah, he played all the role to Tito. He was a good friend, companion, comrade, good guide and mother, father, even sometime pillow, okay. So this is the answer for the question. So let me repeat now. The narrator says that Tito was more of a comrade than a master because the two of them were together as friends and not like owner and pet. So now let me move to the second question. The second question is, why could Tito not romp and play like the other kids of Pompeii? So the answer you know very well. He was blind from his birth onwards. He was blind from his birth onwards. So now answer for the question, Tito could not romp. Could not romp means play energetically. So Tito could not romp and play like other kids in Pompeii because he was blind from birth. So this is the answer for the second question. Now let me move to the third one. So let's move to the third question. The third question is, so list some of the things available for sale at the Curriculam. You know very well, Curriculam means the marketplace of Pompeii. So now let me list out. So what are the things were available at the time? Look at that. The first one is dates from Africa, and second one is salt oysters from sea caves, and third one is cuttlefish. So what are the three things? Dates from Africa, salt oysters, okay, salt oysters from sea caves, and third one is cuttlefish. So now let me move to the fourth question. The fourth question is, how did Tito figure out? Figure out means find out, okay, find out that man arguing with the bathmaster Rufus was not from Pompeii. Okay, so you know very well the conversation between the householders and the stranger. At that time it was overheard by Tito. But Tito, he found out that the man was not from Pompeii, and how it was happened, how it was possible. This is the question actually, okay. So now the answer, let me begin the answer. Tito realized that the person arguing with the bathmaster Rufus was a foreigner. Foreigner means stranger. So because he spoke in a different accent, you know very well, by listening the different accent of the stranger only, Tito realized that he was a foreigner. We have learnt what is the meaning of the word accent. Accent means stress, pass and intonation of a spoken language, okay. Now let me move to the fifth question. The fifth question is, what was Attilio's profession? You know very well, profession means career, okay. So what was his profession? The answer you know very well, Attilio was a cameo cutter. So who is cameo cutter? An artist who carves small pictures on gems, okay. He was a cameo cutter. So now let me move to the sixth question. The sixth question is, why did Bimbo bite Tito? So look at the question, did plus bite, so which is in the past tense. So the answer also should be in the past tense only. Did plus bite, bit, okay. So now the answer, Bimbo bit Tito to wake him up. You know very well, so already Bimbo he felt drowsy and he fainted. So in order to make him to wake up only, Tito bit his friend, okay. So answer is, Bimbo bit Tito to wake him up. So now let me move to the next section. The next section is from B. Let's read between the lines. So now let me move to the first question from the section B. Okay, the question is, why was it the business of a dog to sleep lightly with one ear open and the muscles ready for action? Okay, the same situation we have learned in the story. Okay, always Bimbo, he slept very light manner and always with open ear, and always the muscles were ready for an action. The reason is, look at that. So dogs, so here general meaning. So dogs sleep lightly because they are always ready to protect their owners from any danger. You know very well, the duty of the dog is to protect their owners from any danger. So that was the reason for the dogs to sleep lightly with one ear open and muscles ready for an action. Let's move to the second question. The second question is, why did the man who warned the people of Pompeii call Mount Vesuvius a barometer? So now remember the two words. One is the man refers to the stranger. The second one is barometer. So barometer, you know very well, it is an instrument used to measure atmospheric pressure and for weather prediction. Prediction means foretelling. Okay, so now let me begin the answer. He refers to the stranger only. Okay, he called Mount Vesuvius a barometer because the people of Pompeii used it to predict the weather. Predict means foretelling. So in order to predict the weather, so they used Mount Vesuvius as a barometer. Let's move to the third question. The third question is, who was the stranger who tried to warn the people of Pompeii? So the question is, who was the stranger? So now the answer is, the stranger could have been. So this is not the exact answer. Look at the sentence. The stranger could have been, the condition. Okay, he could have been a god. The one possibility, who could have been a God. So God in disguise. Disguise means, you know very well, in Tamil we used to say Maruvedam. Okay, so the God may come. Okay, the God could come to teach the people of Pompeii. So he disguised himself as a human being. The second one, the man, he might be or could be a knowledgeable person. So that's why he could tell everything very clearly to the people. So the answer is, so one, he could have been a God in disguise, or he could have been a knowledgeable person. So this is the answer. Now let me move to the next section. Let's go beyond the story. Let me read the question. The question is, if you were, okay, if you were in Rufus' place, would you have listened to the stranger words? So in case, this is the condition, okay, look at the imaginary condition. So if you were in the position of Rufus, whether you would have listened to the words of the stranger or not. But what happened? Rufus, he didn't heard the words properly. Okay, he didn't consider the words of the stranger properly. Okay, this is the one suggested answer only, but this answer can be written by yourself. Okay, even in your own words. So look at the answer now. So yes, if I were in Rufus' place, okay, look at the condition, imaginary condition. Yes, if I were in Rufus' place, I would have listened to the stranger words, since he was giving clear evidences from the past and also pointed out the column of smoke over the mountains was changing, which was a glaring indication of a looming danger. So let me explain you now. He said very clearly, yes, all the evidences which was given by the stranger, it's very clear, and even he talked about the column of smoke over the mountain was changing, you know very well. So the change is from the tree shape to an umbrella pine. Okay, everything was said very clearly to the people, which was a glaring indication. It was very obvious. It is very, very visible, okay? A glaring indication of the looming danger. The word looming, which means a threatening disaster. So now we are going to learn from the page number 82. So there is on tabular columns. In that there are 19 words which are derived from Greek and Latin to English language. Okay. So the first part is the word, and the second one is its meaning in Greek and Roman, and next one is the definition in English. Okay. Now let me introduce the first word. The first word is Adonis. Okay. So the word Adonis is a handsome young man, okay, according to the Greek and Roman mythology, okay, but the definition in English is also a handsome young man. So let me repeat the word Adonis. So now let me move to the next word, aegis. The next word is aegis. The aegis is a Zeus protective shield. Zeus is the god, okay, he is an ancient god, so ancient Roman god. So Zeus protective shield is known as the aegis, okay. So in English we use this word for the sponsorship or the protection. For the word sponsorship or the protection we use aegis. The third word is Amazon. The third word is Amazon. So Amazon in Greek and Roman mythology a race of warrior women. The same word which is in English as strong women. So let me move to the next one, Atlas. Atlas is a giant who held the heavens on his shoulders. This image we could see in some bicycles, okay, Atlas image. So but in English Atlas is nothing but a book of maps. So far we have learned 4 words. One is Adonis, aegis, Amazon and Atlas. So now let me move to the 5th word. The 5th word is draconian. So the derivation of the word draconian is from Draco. So Draco was an Athenian lawmaker. You know very well Athens. Okay, the city is Athens. So an Athenian lawmaker who had a harsh code of laws. So he framed a laws which were very harsh. Okay, the same word draconian can be used in English for the expression cruel or harsh. So the next 2 words are in the list are very familiar to everybody. So one is flora and another one is fauna. Okay, so the word fauna which is derived from faunus. So faunus is the Roman god of animals. Okay, so the definition is animals life. Next one is flora. So flora means Roman goddess of flowers. Okay, so the definition is plant life. So let me move to the next word. The next word is a forum. So you know very well the word forum which we used to learn in our previous lesson. Okay, so the word forum means you know very well it's a seat of justice in an ancient Roman city. So it's a seat of justice in an ancient Roman city. So in English the same word forum is used as a platform for open discussions. So the forum which is in English is a platform for open discussion. So now let me move to the next word. The next word is Herculean. Okay, the word Herculean which is derived from the name Hercules. Okay, the Hercules you know very well a hero who had a superhuman strength. Okay, usually which is used in English, okay, for a word very difficult, usually said of a task. So this is a Herculean task, which means this is very difficult task. So let me move to the next word, hypnosis. The word hypnosis which is derived from the word hypnos. Let me repeat, the word hypnosis is derived from the what is a god name Hypnos. So he is a Greek god of sleep. Greek god of sleep. So the definition in English is a trance-like state. So trance which means half conscious stage. Okay. So now let me move to the next word. The next word is iridescent. Let me repeat the word iridescent. The word iridescent is derived from the goddess name Iris. Okay, so the god Iris is the goddesses of rainbow. Okay, so the same word which we use in English as for colored like a rainbow. So now let me move to the next word. The next word is lethargic. The word lethargic which is derived from the word Lethe. So Lethe is a river. Lethe is the name of the river in Hades. So if anybody they used to drink the water of Lethe, it caused one to forget the past completely. So it made the man to forget after drinking the water completely. So the same word which we use in English as for a drowsy, sluggish or dull. So now let me move to the next word, marathon. You know very well. So marathon is a what is that? It's a race. Okay, it's a foot race, a long distance foot race which we use in English, or the same word in Greek origin. The place where Greeks defeated Persian invaders in 490 BC. So let me repeat, the word marathon is a place where the Greeks defeated Persian invaders in 490 BC. So the next word is martial. The word martial, which is derived from the word Mars. You know very well, according to the Greek mythology, the word Mars refers to the god of war. Okay, so here in English, the word martial, that is something related to war. So pertaining to war. Pertaining means related. So pertaining to war. Let me move to the next word. The next word is mnemonic. The word mnemonic is derived from mnemosine. The word mnemosine. The mnemosine means the goddess of memory. And you know very well, in English, the word mnemonic, which means a formula or a rhyme used as an aid in remembering. For example, this is very usual. So in order to remember something, so we itself create some formula or a rhyme or some tricks. So those things are known as the mnemonic. The next word is, let me move to the next word. The next word is narcissistic. The word narcissistic, which is derived from the name. The name is Narcissus. So Narcissus was a young man who fell in love with his own image. So in English, the word narcissistic means in love with oneself. If someone love with oneself. Let me move to the next word. The next word is panic. The word panic, which is derived from the god Pan. Okay, so he was the god of wild. So whose shout was terrific. In English, the usage of the word panic is for sudden overwhelming fear. So let me move to the next word, Titanic. Okay, the next word is Titanic. The word Titanic, which is derived from the word Titans. So Titans is one of the powerful giant, so who was defeated by Zeus. So Zeus, you know very well, the god, as I told you already. Okay, Aegis is the Zeus protective shield. Okay, so like the same thing here, Titanic is a powerful giant and who were defeated by Zeus. Okay, and in English, the word Titanic, which means of enormous strength or size or power. So now we are going to work out some book back exercises. In this book back exercise, the first one is underline the words that have Greek or Roman roots in these sentences. So far we have learnt some list of words from Greek or Roman, and now we are going to identify the words in the sentences. The first sentence is, the rules at this school are far too draconian for my liking. So the word draconian is, you know very well, what is that? It's known for cruel or harsh. So answer is draconian. Second one, so far mankind has learnt about 10% of flora and fauna of the rainforest. So from this line we will find the two words from Greek. Okay, one is flora and another one is fauna. So let me move to the third one. Why don't you use? So let me read the third question. The third question is, why don't you use a mnemonic to remember the dates? Okay, so look at the question. The word mnemonic, you know very well, a formula or a rhyme used as an aid in remembering. In order to remember something, we itself can make some rhyme, formula or some tricks. Okay, so here the word is mnemonic is from Greek. So let me move to the fourth question. So wish me luck. So this is my first marathon. You know very well. So marathon is a long running, long distance foot race. Okay, it's a long distance foot race. So now the word marathon you have to underline. So the next one, you have been lethargic the entire day. You have been lethargic the entire day. You know very well, the word lethargic means drowsy, sluggish or dull. So now the answer is lethargic. So now let me move to the next Roman. The next Roman is fill in the blanks with the appropriate words. So refer to the list for help. Okay, from the list, you know very well there are 19 words here. So from the list you can use the very relevant word or appropriate word. Okay, the first question. So the first question is, please proceed to the exist in an organized manner. Something has been prepared already. Okay, so the person who's going to organize the event, he had some fear, so he had some nervousness. So at that time what would be said? So there is no need to panic. There is no need to panic. You know very well the word panic means sudden overwhelming fear. Okay, so there is no need to panic. So this is the correct answer. Now let me move to the B question. I stayed in bed watching the dash reflection of sunlight on the mirror. You know very well. So the word which we have learned in the tabular column, the word is iridescent. The word iridescent, which means colored like a rainbow. So here the reflection which is in the mirror, okay, it looks like a rainbow. Okay, so the colored like rainbow. So most probably the answer is, I stayed in bed watching the iridescent reflection of the sunlight on the mirror. Okay. Now let me move to the third question. The third question is, are you sure this dash is dormant? So look at the word first, dormant. The word dormant which we use here for a volcano. Okay. So some volcanoes are active volcanoes, some volcanoes are dormant. Dormant means temporarily inactive. So temporarily inactive volcanoes. And here in the list they have given the meaning for the volcano. So actually the word volcano, which is derived from the Roman god Vulcan. The Roman god Vulcan. So he is a Roman god of fire. But in English definition, a mountain through which lava erupts. So the definition of volcano in English, a mountain through which lava erupts. A mountain through which lava erupts. So now tell me the answer for the question. Are you sure this dash is dormant? The answer is, are you sure this volcano is dormant? Let me move to the D question. So remember to bring and dash for tomorrow geography class. Look at that. For a geography class, what we have to bring? So already we have learned the word here, atlas. So atlas, you know very well, a book of maps. But in general, it's a book of map in English. But in Greek, it's a giant. Okay, atlas is a giant who held a heaven on his shoulders. Okay, so the answer is, remember to bring an atlas for tomorrow geography class. So let me move to the next question. So he is also dash that he cares about nobody else in the world. So remember the word from the tabular column, someone who takes care or loves with oneself. So he is known as the narcissistic. Okay, so in English, the narcissistic means one who takes care of oneself only. They mostly deny other people from their surroundings. Okay, so look at the situation here. He is so dash that he cares about nobody else in the world. The answer is, he is so narcissistic. He is so narcissistic that he cares about nobody else in the world. So now let me move to the third Roman. So in this third Roman, the question is, rewrite the sentence using a word of Greek or Roman origin. So one has been done for you. They have given one example here. The example is, she is so in love with herself that she forgot her friends in times of trouble. The same example, what we have worked out in the Roman 2. The question number is E. So the question is, she is so in love with herself. Look at that. The word love with herself. So already the same word we have used in the previous sentence. Yes. So the answer for the question is, she is such a narcissist. She is such a narcissist that she forgot her friends in the time of trouble. So instead of the word love in herself, we have added the word narcissist. Okay, so now let me move to the next question. So let me read it now. The child complained that he had been assigned an extremely difficult task. So underline the word, an extremely difficult task. So remember the word, the task which is extremely difficult. How do we call it? So the answer for the question is, the child complained that he had been assigned a Herculean task. Okay, an extremely difficult task which is usually called by the word a Herculean task. Okay, so now let me move to the B question. Yeah, we are going on a trip to the botanical garden to observe the plant life there. Look at the word plant life. Already we have learned that one is flora and fauna. Okay, so the word flora is for plant life. Okay, so now the answer is, yeah, we are going on a trip to the botanical garden to observe what? To observe the flora there. Observe the flora there. Okay, so let me move to the next question. The next question is, I was overcome by a sudden overwhelming fear when the lights went out. I was overcome by a sudden overwhelming fear. Underline the word a sudden overwhelming fear. Okay, already we had a word. Okay, we have a word in the list, that is panic. Now the answer is, I was overcome by a panic when the lights went out. Okay, so now let me move to the D question. The D question is, what we need is a platform for open discussion. Okay, remember the word which we used for a platform for open discussion is forum. Okay, so forum you know very well. So it was a seat of justice. Okay, like nowadays court, and in those days the kings, they had their own court, right? So the court mean for the seat of justice. Okay, the seat of justice in an ancient Roman city, the place which like a court. Okay, so court of kings. So now here we need a place or a platform for open discussion. So the answer is, what we need is a forum. What we need is a forum. So now let me move to the last question. Do you realize that we are standing less than 500 meters away from a vent in Earth's crust that eject lava? So you know very well. So the word, okay, recently I introduced you. So do you realize that we are standing less than 500 meters away from a vent? Vent means a open, okay, a open in earth crust, okay, a vent in earth crust that eject lava. So how do we call a vent in earth crust that eject lava? So the answer is volcano. So let me complete the full answer. Do you realize that we are standing less than 500 meters away from a volcano? So this is the answer.